So everyone, you can see I have replaced my iPad screen here with a Google Sheet screen because problem 7 is a curve fitting problem, and we've got the table that shows the dollar value of the US mobile internet advertising market from 2005 with projections through 2012. With X representing the number of years past 2005, we need to find the equation that models the data, find any equation that models the data, and use that model to find the year in which mobile internet advertising is expected to reach 2 billion. And so as we did in the lesson, everyone, I'm going to copy that table. I'm going to paste it into my sheet. And I kind of wanted, I prefer having it out here in the middle of nowhere actually, as opposed to up in the very tip corner. And so again, this we've talked about before in regards to how if you choose to use these values for your X values, it's going to be a bad day. We do need to add a column. And this is going to be years past 2005. Because 2005 is what we are given right here. X is the number of years past 2005. And so again, we need these numbers to be small here because they will make our equation much nicer than if we use these gigantic numbers. So 2006 is 1 year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later, 5 years later, 6 years later, 7 years later. And I don't know why it made that $1. That's interesting. I'm going to pause my video for one moment and fix that cell. All right, everyone, it took me a minute to fix that cell. That was kind of weird. If you run into that issue, I suggest that you just open a new Google Sheet because that was kind of a pain. So everyone, as we've done in the lesson, I believe it was lesson 2.5, we highlight the pertinent information here. We do need to remember that this is in billions of dollars. And so you can see that the mobile internet advertising has gone from almost nothing to over $1 billion of worth in the year 2012. So we are going to insert a chart. And we want our chart to be a scatter plot, not a line chart. So we are going to choose a scatter chart right there. And then I see that this is kind of not going linear so much, and we can go ahead and go to customize. And I think it's under series that we find this. Yes, it is. We need trend line. Linear doesn't look like it fits it super well. So let's go to polynomial to the power of 2. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to go to polynomial to the power of 2. And remember to get our label. We come down and say use equation. And here is an equation that models this function. So straight from there, everyone, I'm going to copy that. And we are asked first for the equation that represents the data. So there's an equation that represents the data. And I'm going to go ahead and put the equation right here. Then use the model to find the year in which the mobile internet advertising market is projected to reach 2 billion. And so remember, everyone, that this is already in billions. And so all we need to do is put this equal to the number 2 in Wolfram, and we should have that information. So I've already got that copied. I'm just going to paste it into Wolfram. Maybe. And then we are looking for when it reaches 2 billion. So we put the 2 in there. And we do come up with two solutions, -13, which is a throwaway because that is moving backwards in time, and we can't do that. We don't have a DeLorean. And then it's a little bit over 10 years. So 10 years past 2005 is the year 2015. And so somewhere in the year 2015, that market is expected to reach a value of 2 billion. And so I'm just going to answer this right here, everyone. The market value for mobile internet advertising is expected to reach $2 billion in the year 2015. So everyone, I did that sort of quickly. If you're looking for a refresher on how to make these graphs and how to get these trend lines, please go back to the lesson 2.5, and I go through a little bit more detailed and slowly there. but the process is the same despite the fact that I went sort of quickly this time. I hope this is helpful, everyone, and I hope you have an awesome day.